escorted by his parents, Tina and Josh. Caleb is a leader both on and off the field and has brought determination and focus to every inning. He plans to attend NAU in the fall. Number 2, Adam Gautier, escorted by his father, Brian. Adam's love for the game is matched only by his loyalty to his teammates. He will be remembered for his energy and hustle. Adam plans to study construction management at NAU next year. Number 3, Josh Golinson, escorted by his parents Scott and Annette and his sisters Julia and Jenna.
They're goalie.
Josh is known for his grit and hard work. Whether in the dugout or on the field, he's always brought 100%. Josh will attend NAU next year in pursuit of a vet degree.
Oh yeah, Jay goalie. That's the guy right there.
Number 5, Caden Latopoulos, escorted by his mom Tia. Caden's leadership and consistent performance have been an anchor for this team. His presence will be missed. Caden will attend Point Loma University on a pre-med track with the goal of becoming an orthopedic surgeon. Number 7, Matt Hornberg, escorted by his parents Haley and Joel. Matt's love of the game shows every time he steps onto the field. His dedication and character have set an example for younger players. Matt plans on playing baseball at Ottawa University in Kansas next year. Number 8, Andrew Cohill, escorted by his parents, Melissa and Tony. Andrew's contributions go far beyond the scoreboard. He is a true teammate, leader, and friend. Andrew will continue his football career at Concordia University in Chicago. Number 11, Austin Coates, escorted by his mom, Jeanette Everett. Austin's versatility and quiet strength have made a big impact over the years. His work ethic speaks volumes. Austin will continue his baseball career at Ottawa University in Kansas next year. Number 15, Patrick Ramon, escorted by his parents, Heather and Alex, and his sister, Eliana. Patrick brings heart and drive to every practice and game. He has left a lasting legacy of sportsmanship and hustle. Patrick will complete his prerequisites at PVCC in the fall. All right, let's give one more big round of applause for our seniors and their families. We are so proud of all that you have accomplished, and we can't wait to see what's in store for you in your next journey. Go Thunderbird! Thank you all for being here tonight. Now let's get ready for some baseball.
Drives inside, loses the ball.
From Vince, I don't know how he does it. Everything that he's doing with so many different schools, all the equipment that he has, just everything that he's put together really all by himself. I have so much respect for everything that he's set up, and giving us the opportunity to do this has been great. And because if I didn't do this, not sure how I would really get into this field. So for Vince, just the amount of respect I have for what he does and how he was able to set everything up has been amazing.
Going the extra mile like he does, I mean, sometimes, I think that's important to do, going the extra mile with stuff, and try, even though this is, not ESPN or one of these bigger companies, kind of to have that mindset when it comes to a broadcast. We're trying to, just knowing on this level that the expectation is being a professional and acting like it. And, there's obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but, just the importance of, doing your best work, and that, you could always be better.
We started with, here in Arizona at least, we started with probably testing out a live stream with 5 football games in 2019. 2020, which was ultimately the start of the pandemic, we grew and we added probably close to 30 games that year. 2021, we doubled to 60. 2022, we did 100. This year, we're on track to do 130. It means everything to me. It's not just about me. It's about the students that we showcase, both in front of and behind the microphone. It's not about just broadcasting games, but it's about providing a platform to our student interns to give them an opportunity to grow, to practice their trade, to move on once they've mastered these skills here in broadcast journalism as well as production. Our job placement rate, no kidding, is 100%. Everybody that works for us, if they graduate from college, they get a job in media, and we help them get there.
Hi, my name is Zano Cadena with the Varsity Sports Show. This week's topic is rugby, and I'm here to give you the breakdown of the historical and cultural significance of the sport from its origins to now. We all know the funny distinction between football here in the States versus other countries. For us, American football refers to the game of tackling and throwing with your hands. For everyone else, football is exactly how it sounds. You play with, well, your feet. But what if I told you this distinction exists because of American football's predecessor? That's where rugby comes in. Rumored to have started back in 1823, a man named William Webb Ellis decided to pick up a soccer ball and run with it. Before you know it, rugby was born. Back in middle school, my English class had put on the film Invictus, starring Matt Damon and Morgan Freeman. The story follows the events in South Africa leading up to the 1995 World Cup. When I saw the gameplay in this movie, I was baffled at how many things were going on at once. Now that I'm more educated on the sport, I can give a breakdown. Think of rugby as all the tackling, rolling, and game stoppage that American football has, except you've got no helmets or pads. Rugby also has an interesting way of dealing with the ball going out of bounds. The teams will line up and try and catch it high in the air with the help of teammates lifting them up. Another way is for the teams to scrum. Both teams group together pushing against one another in an attempt to retrieve the ball with their feet. As mentioned before, these players have no pads or helmets. That is because once a player is tackled, they have to relinquish that ball immediately. Now, if you've ever been to a sporting event, you usually see the teams high-five each other and say good game. In rugby, it's the same way, except teams will traditionally hang out afterwards. In 1840, the game expanded into where it is now most popular. Starting in Britain, it gained popularity in New Zealand, Australia, and South Africa. New Zealand considers rugby its national sport. Flash forward to 2025, it is now one of the fastest growing sports in America. From Penn State all the way to your own backyard at the University of Arizona, rugby is establishing itself in schools all across the country in both men and women's leagues. What I find so interesting about rugby is how rough and intense the game looks, but at the end of the day, it's about camaraderie. That's all for today. This is Danica Zena with the Varsity Sports Show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Arizona Varsity Sports Show. My name is Sebastian Kupis from Arizona State University. Lose to the Mavericks, and the Warriors beat the Grizzlies, so we'll have a 10 versus 8 seed battling it out for the last spot in the Western playoffs. And then we saw the Bulls lose to the Heat, and then the Hawks lose to the Magic. So the Heat and Hawks will be battling it out for that last seed. And the Warriors are expected to win. Obviously, the Warriors have Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Steve Kerr, a lot of championship and playoff experience, and they're definitely ready for big moments like this. And the Rockets' most playoff experienced players are like Fred VanVleet, who won a ring with Toronto against the Warriors, surprisingly, and also Steven Adams, who played a lot of good playoff series, especially against the Warriors. Big viral kick moment from Draymond Green to Steven Adams was pretty big, but it's a different series now and a different sort of era, so we'll see how this goes. The Rockets have a lot of young athletic wings that can definitely keep up with the Warriors' high-paced offense, whether that is against Jimmy Butler or Steph Curry. And then the Warriors obviously have a lot of good shooting, a lot of good ball movement, and a lot of good role players coming off the bench, whether it's Buddy Hield, Gary Payton, Quentin Post, Jonathan Kuminga if he gets playing minutes again. But it's very highly anticipated. Both of these teams have come a long way to battle here, and they both expect to make it out of the first round. And it's only 4 wins that separate a very clustered and packed Western Conference. So it'll definitely go 6 or 7 games for sure. The Rockets do have home court advantage if that matters, if it gets to a game 7. But I expect both arenas in Houston and Oracle out in San Francisco to be very, very lively and very ready for this playoff matchup. Be sure to stick around to the Arizona Varsity Sports Show for all things sports, especially NBA playoffs coming up. My name is Sebastian Kupis from Arizona State University. Thank you for listening.
Hello, everybody. My name is Raymond Moreno from the Varsity Sports Show, reporting from the University of Arizona. And today, I'll be talking about a little bit of the Arizona men's basketball top recruits and the projected starting lineup for next year's roster. Recent additions of top 25 high school recruits, Brandon Barries and Koa Peets, were in the ESPN 100. Both of them were top 15. Projected starting lineup for the University of Arizona, starting at point guard Jalen Bradley, who's expected back for his senior season, who's averaged 12.1 points per game last season. The true freshman shooting guard Brandon Barries, at 6'4", 200 pounds, who averaged 27.2 points the last 2 seasons for Roosevelt High School in Southern California, and is projected to be a first-round pick in next year's NBA draft. True freshman forward Koa Peet, who turned 18 in January, is 6'8", 235 pounds, and led Perry High School to its 4th consecutive Arizona State championship, scoring 20 points in the championship game. Forward Toby Awaka is expected back for his senior season, who is 6'8" and 250 pounds, who averaged 8 points and 7.8 rebounds in just 19.5 minutes per game, who was regarded as one of the best offensive rebounders in the country. And after missing most of the 2024-2025 season with a foot injury, Senator Montugas Krivas expected to be back in Tucson for his junior season, who is 7'2" from Lithuania, is a gifted passer, and will command attention on the low block and open the offense even more for Arizona next season. Sports, my name is Raymond Moreno from the Varsity Sports Show, reporting from the University of Arizona. Thank you. Go Varsity.
From Northern Arizona University, I'm Caitlin Toon, reporting for Varsity Sports Show. The 29th annual WNBA draft was held on Tuesday, and as with all professional sports drafts, it was not without surprises and heartwarming moments. What was not a surprise was UConn's Paige Beckers being drafted first overall to the Dallas Wings. Beckers is set to join 4-time WNBA All-Star Arike Ogunbowale in the backcourt in Dallas. Coming off winning their 12th national championship, just a little over a week before the draft, the Huskies sent 3 players in total to the W, with Caitlin Chen and Aubrey Griffin coming up from the audience to grab their jerseys from the commissioner after both being drafted in the 3rd round. Even late first-round selection after helping TCU reach their first Elite 8 in school history. While her teammate, Haley Van Lith, will be reunited with former LSU teammate Angel Reese in Chicago after being drafted 11th overall by the Chicago Sky. We will find out which college players are able to shine right away in the W and who will need time to develop when the WNBA season kicks off on May 16th. For Varsity Sports Show, I'm Caitlin Toon.
I'm Liz Landon, a sophomore at the University of Florida with Varsity Sports Show. Gainesville is on fire. After 18 long years, the Florida Gators have clinched the NCAA National Championship, and the city is absolutely buzzing. The last time we felt this euphoria was back in 2006 and 2007 when the Gators went back-to-back. Now the chant is back, Gator boys stay hot, and things are definitely exciting. Under Coach Todd Golden, the Gators have a season to remember. With a 36-4 record, they took down giants like number 1 Auburn and Tennessee. Walter Clayton Jr., who once had offers to play college football, chose basketball and became our hero. His clutch plays, especially in the Final Four, earned him the Most Outstanding Player award. The passion in Gainesville was palpable. Fans camped outside the O'Connell Center during the regular season and later outside local eateries, eager to secure spots to witness history unfold on the screens. When the final buzzer sounded, tears flowed and University Avenue transformed into a sea of orange and blue. The Gator boys weren't just champions, they were legends. The celebration wasn't confined to Gainesville. From Boston to Miami, Gator alumni and bands gathered, united by pride and nostalgia. Even the Empire State Building paid homage, illuminating New York skyline in Gator colors, a testament to the team's nationwide impact. On campus, the players became instant celebrities. Their appearances at local spots like Cantina drew crowds, turning ordinary outings into fan-frenzied events. The Gator boys have become the heart and soul of Gainesville. As the season concludes, the team faces transitions. Key players Will Richard, Walter Clayton Jr., Elijah Martin, and Alex Condon are expected to depart, leaving behind a legacy of excellence. Yet hope remains. Thomas Houck is expected to return, along with Sam Alexis and some of the other players who didn't get as much playing time this season. From Gainesville streets to global landmarks, the Gator boys have reignited a flame of pride and unity. Their journey reminds us all, once the Gator boys get hot, they stay hot.
Hello and welcome into Varsity Sports for baseball, high school baseball in the Valley. Today we have a good matchup here. Thunderbird Titans taking on the Shadow Mountain Matadors. The Titans here are 15-9, Matadors 9-13-1. We're going to send it down to Kristen House with the coaches and pregame interviews.
This is Kristen House from Arizona State University reporting for Varsity Sports Show. I'm here with Coach Jacobs of Thunderbird Baseball. Coach, I know it's senior day and this might be an emotional day for you guys, but tell me a little bit about your seniors and how do you think the team will be different without them next year?
Oh man, we've got a great group of seniors that been with us for all 4 years, so it's it's something that when they are gone, we're definitely going to miss them. We're going to miss their leadership, their personalities, their leaders in the classroom. So that's just something that is hard to replace. But we got a good group of young guys that have kind of been learning from them. So we're excited to see all of them are going to be on the field today. So that should be a good opportunity for them to enjoy their last couple games together on the field.
Shifting to today's game, in your last game against Shadow Mountain from yesterday, you guys were able to shut them out in the first 4 innings. What kind of baseball did you see from your team during those innings, and how do you sustain such good defense?
Pitching, I think it all starts there. Caleb Kerr yesterday gave us 4 2/3 innings of great pitching. Xavier Davis came in relief, and Austin Coates came in to close it out. They had a little momentum going into those last couple innings, so with Patrick Ramon on the mound today, his starts have been phenomenal all year long, which is what we would expect from him and his hard work. So I think he'll give us another one of those starts today and give us a good opportunity for another win.
Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck in today's game.
Welcome back into Varsity Sports. I'm Marshall Brown alongside McKenna Kellums. McKenna, what's our outlook today? How are we looking?
Well, I think Thunderbird and Shadow Mountain, they're in really good shape today. I mean, it's a beautiful day to have some baseball. It is Thunderbird's senior night tonight, celebrating their 9 seniors. I mean, like you said, Marshall, Thunderbird is overall 15-9. They are 8-1, second in the 4A skyline in their region. So I think they're gonna give us a good game today.
Yeah, it's a real special day here for Thunderbird with their seniors. We look in here, got graphics on the screen for you, a little season stats. One thing that I will say, the records might be a little bit of disguise here for Thunderbird. Shadow Mountain, just overall the better hitting team so far this season. 347 batting average, a good bit over Thunderbird Titans. The on-base percentage is pretty on par for both. Fielding percentage as well on par. The one thing that's really separating these teams is an ERA. The Matadors just not doing well this season on the mound. 7.16 ERA, which is as a team just not very good, and you're not going to get a lot of wins if you're doing that bad on the mound. And another key stat there, 63 stolen bases for the Thunderbird Titans, a very aggressive team on the base path. So when they get on the bases, it's something to look out for sure. We're going to head into this game. Number 18, Eli O'Connor, the third baseman for the Matadors, to lead off. We also have left-handed pitcher Patrick Ramon on the mound for the Thunderbirds. He's going to take ball one high. Sends it down, no swing. 1-0 count. One 0 count comes in. 2-0 now as another ball comes by. Ramon this season too with a 2.72 ERA. One of the better pitching opponents on this squad. Get a foul ball for strike one. 2-1 count here for O'Connor. Ramon going from the stretch. Pitch goes in, strike two as the count goes even 2-2. Ramon set. Off-speed pitch will come in high as the count goes full 3-2. Ramon as well, a 6-2 starter here for Thunderbird. Good season so far by him. Payoff pitch. It's going to be low, and that's going to be a leadoff walk for the Matadors. Get a runner on base early. And they did play two yesterday, and Thunderbird came out with that game 9-5. So very high-scoring game. Both teams putting runs on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, like you said, 9-5. Hopefully they can pull out another win, another high-scoring game today.
Now Andy Chaplick up to base, the second baseman. Pickoff attempt, and they will have him in a rundown here. O'Connor trying to squeeze his way around and will get tagged. Ooh, but they say he misses the tag, and he'll get there, second safe. I think we're probably going to get a replay here, or a little bit of talking here by the umps.
Thunderbird's not looking too happy about that.
He tagged him on the back. At least from our angle, it looks like he got a glove on the back, but there is some distance here in the stands. Umps will not even talk it over, and they're going to give O'Connor the steal there as he gets to second base. Chaplick now with a runner in scoring position. That ball goes in, and he gets a line drive out to right field over the head. We got a runner coming in. Rounding third and looking for home. Chaplick as well going to third as he slides in with no ball coming in there. And it scores one for the Matadors.
What a turn of events for the Thunderbirds so far in this game.
Really is. And I think, Cohill out there in right field looking to track that ball. Looked pretty line drive right at him. Took a step in, and that ball was just right over his head. Stand-up triple there for Chaplick. High fly ball to left field. It's going to drop in. We get another one in here. And a stand-up double for Zahner.
Shake it off, here we go.
Thunderbirds possibly a little off their game now from this fast 2 points that the Matadors have gotten.
Yeah, Shadow Mountain coming in really hot, really quick. We talked about their very good batting average this year as a team. So we have Forkham now up. That ball goes foul on the first base path. 0-1 count there. Forkham, the 4-hole on this team, a very, very good hitter. You can get that ball deep as well. A lot of strength behind that bat. Can turn on a ball really quick. Forkham's got a runner in scoring position. Zahner on second. Ramon comes set. Swing and a miss there. Count goes 0-2. No outs as well here for Shadow Mountain. First three batters get this game going real quick. Off-speed pitch is going to be low. Get past the catcher there as Zahner makes his way to third. Donathan behind the plate, just not able to get that one. 1-2 count here for Forkham. Ramon set. Strike three goes in looking as the Titans get their first out of the game. And we get designated hitter Gavin Leesky up to bat. Subbing in for Asher Kindle, the catcher for the Matadors. That ball's going to be lined right down the middle, and that's going to score Zahner. As we got a stand-up single there for Leisky. And again, Shadow Mountain just getting the bat to the ball early.
Absolutely. I mean, you can tell in the score. I mean, right now it's still 3-0. Thunderbirds having a meet on the mound right now.
Yeah, 3 runs in a span of a couple minutes. It just looks like, you know, it was one of the key facts we brought up early in the game, but Shadow Ridge is just finding a way to get the ball moving out there, and that's really all it takes. You know, if you put the ball in the right spot a couple times, it's going to go your way.
Absolutely. I mean, look at what they did. Those long balls that went out all the way to the outfield, both right field and into center field.
We also have a packed stands here for the Thunderbird Titans. It's a big senior night, and you know, not a good start on senior night too. We have probably the biggest crowd of the season. Thunderbird needing to lock in real quick and find a way to take control. Number 22, Evan Charez, the right fielder for Shadow Mountain, up to bat. Pitch goes high for ball one. 1-0 count. Tipped off. 1-1 count as it goes even. Ramon from the stretch. Coming set, watching Leisky on first. High foul ball off to the third base side, goes out of play. 1-2 count here. Pitcher's count here for Ramon. Fouled off again. Count stays at 1-2, 1 out. Opportunity here to roll it up the middle for Thunderbird. Leisky not able to get a full lead off this left-handed pitcher. Ball goes off. Catcher looks to second. Had to play for a second there, just a little bit off as Leisky makes it there. Runner now in scoring position for Charez. Donathan quick to get to that ball too off of that low off-speed pitch. Gave it a chance.
Absolutely. I mean, he gave it a chance, like you just said. Just went for it.
2-2 count, ball outside. As the count goes full, 3-2. 1 out and a runner in scoring position for Shadow Mountain. Ramon here, payoff pitch. Goes in, strike 3, looking. As Thunderbird now has 2 outs on the board, needing to get out of this inning desperately. Brings up Ryan Rohan. The pitcher here for Shadow Mountain. Takes strike 1. 0-1 count.
Rohan has a batting average of .375.
Takes that one high, evens a count 1-1. Swings at a ball high, gets hit out in the right center gap. And that'll be caught out there at center fields by Caden Latopoulos for out number 3. A 3-run first inning for Shadow Mountain Matadors, as we will catch you guys after the break.
Hi, this is Henry Buckin with the Varsity Sports Show. This weekend is the beginning of the NBA playoffs. In the Eastern Conference, it's generally expected that there will be a straightforward route to the conference finals between the Cavs and the Celtics. The championship experience of the Celtics is expected to reign supreme. However, there are a number of playoff underdogs that will have something to say about that. The 4th-seeded Indiana Pacers are one team that continues to be underestimated. Last season, they made a surprise run to the conference finals. They would seem to be even better this year. They finished with a 50-win season despite starting 9-14, playing some of the best basketball in the league over the final 3 quarters of the year. They'll face surprisingly stiff competition in the first round in the Milwaukee Bucks. Even without star Damian Lillard, Giannis Antetokounmpo has the Bucks playing great basketball down the stretch, carrying his team to 8 straight victories to finish the season, averaging 32, 12, and 12 during the streak. The matchup against the Pacers in the second round would be difficult for the first-seeded Cavaliers, who won 64 games. They haven't yet proven that they can make a deep playoff run in the post-LeBron era, but there's no doubt this is a better and much deeper team under Kenny Atkinson. Despite being the 2nd seed in the East, the Celtics side of the bracket could be significantly easier. I'd put both the 3rd and 6th seeds, the Knicks and the Pistons, in the category of teams extremely unlikely to get past the second round. The Pistons have had a resurgent season, winning 44 games led by star Cade Cunningham and head coach J.B. Bickerstaff. However, their lack of playoff experience and depth of talent compared to other top teams will be their undoing. The 3rd seed Knicks finished with 51 wins, but they feasted on bad teams and struggled badly against good ones. In fact, they finished a combined 0-8 against the top 2 teams in the East in Cleveland and Boston during the regular season. If there is that conference finals matchup of Cleveland against Boston, it should be a close, tightly contested series. The teams split their 4 matchups during the regular season, and both sides will come in with something to prove. Right now, it's all to play for. I've been Henry Buckin with the Varsity Sports Show.
After a tough start there for the Thunderbird Titans on the field, they find their way up to bat number 7, Matt Hornberg, the shortstop. Fouls one off right at us for strike 1.
He didn't like what you just said.
He didn't. Still was, though. It's a rough start as you go down 3-0. 3 runs in the first half inning. Needing to find momentum here at the plate.
Hornberg is senior too. I'm sure he's not too happy about that start to his senior night.
Hornberg takes ball 1 there too, evens the count. 9 seniors on this Thunderbird team. The whole starting roster being seniors. Fouls one off for strike 2. 1-2 count here for Hornberg. Hornberg, too, a successful season, 328 batting average. One of the best hitters on this team, gets on base a lot. Gonna have to do it here, too. 1-2 count. As Rojan comes set. Off-seed pitch. It's gonna go off the leg. Send him back to the plate. 1-2 count, stay still. Rojan sends another one there. Off-speed pitch, fouled off again. by Hornberg. Count stays 1-2. Goes in, lined out to left field. Will hit the ground for a single there as Thunderbird gets it started with the leadoff batter. It's exactly what you want as you're going in here. You need to get something going fast after that 3-run inning. And Hornberg gets it started. Hornberg, too, leads the team in stolen bases. He's got 10 on the year so far. Very scary player on the base path. As he gets picked off there. And attempts. Not going to get him, though. Caden Latopoulos, the center fielder, up to bat here. Bunt attempt is not going to get it. Takes for strike one. Bunt tip showing that they're just trying to get people moving on the base path right now. Try to get something different going. Pickoff attempt, no good. Just trying to keep Hornberg on first there. Speed is very dangerous. Don't want to give him too much. Rojan's pitch goes in. For another strike. 0-2 count here for Chaplik. Switching up the approach. Time to protect here. Another pickoff attempt. Pickoff attempt number 3. Shows you how important a guy like Hornberg is on the bases. How teams will get in their head about him. Pitch goes in low for ball 1. 1-2 count for Latopoulos. Fouls that one off. Count stays still at 1-2. Rojan coming set. That ball's fouled off again. Latopoulos protecting the plate here. Fouling off any pitch until he finds his. Good sign if you're Thunderbird. Not missing the ball. And a quick hold on the field here. Foul ball. Made its way into fair territory late, but just picking that up. Off the field as Rojan comes in now. 1-2 count. Latopoulos up to bat. Off-speed pitch goes in high. Count goes even at 2-2. Hornberg there at first. Another off-speed pitch is going to come in low as the count goes full.
Hornberg itching to steal second base.
You really see it in his secondary lead that tries to get as much as he can. Messing with the pitcher a little bit.
Ooh.
Messed with him a little too much there too. As Rojan hits Caden Latopoulos. Sends another Thunderbird on base. Runner on first and second. Runner in scoring position. As Austin Coates comes up to bat, the first baseman for the Thunderbird Titans. Coates leads this team with a .434 batting average. First pitch a little outside, called strike. 0-1 count. Yeah, 2 guys on base now, too. Latopoulos as well, 8 stolen bases, so a combined 18 on the base path right now. Coach puts this ball in play, you know it's going to be a lot of action there moving on the paths. 1-1 count here for Coates. High for ball 2. 2-1 count. No outs here for Thunderbird. Stolen base by both players, as Hornberg and Latopoulos move a base there for a double steal. 2 runners now in scoring position. 3-1 count. Hitters count here for Coates. Fouled off as the count goes full at 3-2.
Thunderbirds really looking to take their game back.
And this is a chance to take advantage of that. 2 runners in scoring position. A lot of chance to cut down that lead.
Coates has a batting average of .435. He's definitely hoping to get a hit tonight.
Coach takes that walk as it loads the bases. That's now 2 Thunderbird players gotten on base off of a hit by pitch and a walk. Hornberg, the only one with a base hit here on the base path, as it brings up Hunter Donathan, the catcher for the Titans.
Here we go, Hunter. Wait for it. Make it more. All right, you can go wide. Ready for anything?
Donathan's first pitch fouled off to the third base side. Puts the count at 0-1. No outs, bases loaded for the Titans. You go down 3-0 early in this game. This is the opportunity you look for if you're a Titan. Donathan a chance to be the guy here. Get this game closer early on. Takes that off-speed pitch. Third to second to first. They're going to get 1 at second. They catch Coates. But it will score 1. As Thunderbird puts 1 on the board. Now first and third.
Hornberg able to steal pretty much all of those bases that he just ran.
Hornberg with a lot of speed. First and third, Andrew Cohill, the right fielder, up to bat. 1 out. Fouled off for strike 1. A 1 count. Swung on for strike 2. 0-2 count here for Cohill. Only 1 hit so far this game for Thunderbird. That one's chopped into some shallow center field. Is going to score another for the Titans. As Donathan moves to second.
Thunderbird fans very happy they're able to get some runs on the board today.
Shadow Mountains lead, now only 1. J.P. Stewart, the left fielder, up to bat here for the Titans. Run on first and second, double steal attempt coming. Going to 2, he's not going to get him standing up straight. Cohill Gets to second there, standing. Donathan to third, standing as well. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out for J.P. Stewart. Ball outside. Count goes even 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Off-speed pitch comes in for a strike. Nasty pitch there too. Started up real high. Looked like it wasn't going to drop, and then right on in the middle. Rojan's pitch high. Count goes even 2-2. As Rojan comes set. Swung on and fouled off. Count stays 2-2. Donathan on third, Cohill on second. A little bit of talking here on the Shadow Mountain side. Is that ball chopped down right in front of the plate? I think it's a little bit of an argument of J.P. Stewart maybe getting in the way of the catcher there. As the umps go to talk about it. And it looks like the call is going to stand. Shadow Ridge not too happy about that. But a good way to battle back here for Thunderbird so far. 2 runs on the board, 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position.
Absolutely. Hopefully they can keep the momentum up. Get a good lead on them for this game.
Rojan comes set, 2-2 count. Pitch is fouled off. J.P. Stewart protecting the plate.
JP.
2-2 count. It's going to be a drop third strike as JP tries to make his way to first, but it will score 1 to even the game, 3-3. As Donathan gets in. Good base running there by Donathan on the drop third strike, making his way home. Even game now, 2 outs. As pitcher Patrick Ramon up to bat. Chops on 1 to the second baseman. For out number 3. Even game, 3-3, all tied up going into the second inning. Off of impressive start by both teams. We go down to Kristen House, who has more with Troy Farnsworth, the Shadow Mountain Matadors coach.
This is Kristen House from Arizona State University reporting for Varsity Sports Show. I'm here with Coach Farnsworth of Shadow Mountain Baseball. Coach, tell me a little bit about your team. You guys came just off of a loss against Thunderbird, but today's a new day. What are you seeing from your team in the last game that you're hoping they will improve upon today?
Well, we started swinging the bats late in the game yesterday, so hopefully we can keep that going early in the game. Throw a few more strikes today, and we just want to compete and give these guys a good battle. This is a good ball club that we're playing against today, so they've got a lot on the line with the playoffs, and we're just trying to win as many ball games as we can, and yeah, we're excited.
One thing about Thunderbird, they're really good at base running. How do you plan on preventing them from stealing so many bases today?
Just have to change looks as the pitchers, quick to the plate, and then have the catcher ready to throw. Just have everybody alert and ready to make a play. Yeah.
I also noticed that your team has had a few dominating wins with 29, 30 runs in games. What kind of things from your team do you see in those games, and how can you translate that tonight?
Well, those are games where I don't even think about those games in a game like today. So this is a whole different game. This is a new game, new day. Like I say, this is a good ball club. We know what we're up against, and we're ready to compete.
Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck today.
Thank you.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
In a game that started quick for Shadow Mountain, 3 runs on the board quick, momentum kept going for Thunderbird as the game is all even up 3-3 as we head into the second. First pitch fouled off by Mario Loya, the shortstop, for strike 1. Ramon still pitching here for the Titans. Found his way late in that first inning. He looks to keep his momentum going here. Pitch goes in, strike 2, 0-2 count. Ramon being in the count that he wants to be in right now. Not much of a better spot to be in as a pitcher. Off-speed pitch, fouled off to the third base line. Count stays 0-2. Loya here, 2 strikes. Swings and misses that one up high. Strike out there for Ramon. Ramon now with 3 strikeouts in this game so far. Brings up Vince Walden, the left fielder. With 1 out, nobody on. Ramon from the stretch. That ball's going to be popped up to shallow left field. And caught by J.P. Stewart. Routine play there. Brings 2 outs for the Titans. And what started off as a quick runs from Shadow Mountain has now been 2 quick outs for the Titans. Back up to the top. Eli O'Connor takes strike 1, or ball 1. What looked to be a strike is actually a ball. 1-0 count. Eli O'Connor got walked his first at bat. That's going to be swung on shallow center field. And that'll be caught out there for out number 3, Caden Latopoulos. As the Titans make their way back in, what's a quick 1-2-3 inning as they look to add more on the board. The bottom of the second here.
This is Brady Hansen from Arizona State University with the Varsity Sports Show, and if you're like me, you've probably heard of these new torpedo bats taking the MLB by storm. So let's break down what these torpedo bats actually are. To demonstrate what the torpedo bat does, I've brought a normal barreled bat. And as you can see here, the normal barreled bat usually has the thickest part of the wood at the end of the bat. What the torpedo bat does is that it moves the thickest part of the barrel to wherever the hitter hits it most often. So when they do hit that spot on the bat, the ball's going to have a higher exit velocity, which increases their probability of getting a hit. So what kind of results have the torpedo bats been yielding so far this season? Well, these bats first came into the light when the Yankees put up 20 runs on 9 homers against the Brewers on March 29th. You know, that's nothing too impressive. Jazz Chisholm has been one of the most improved Yankees with the torpedo bat so far, as he's already boasting a .313 batting average with 3 homers only 4 games into this season. Another player who's seen better results with the torpedo bat this season is Adley Rutschman. The Orioles' backstop struggled at the plate last year with only a .709 OPS, his worst offensive season to date. But now with the torpedo bat, he's off to a hot start with 2 home runs, both coming on opening day, and a 9.67 OPS in 5 games played so far. The league has deemed these bats as legal, and with that decision being made, I expect a lot of teams to jump aboard this trend for the rest of the year. For Varsity Sports, this has been Brady Hanson.
Back here at the bottom of the second, that's strike one. Ball one is low for Joshua Gullinson. One-0 count here. As another ball goes by low. 2-0. Two similar pitches there by Rojan. That one goes outside. 3-0 count here now. Joshua Gullinson, the second baseman for the Titans. Watches that one go by. 1-3 count. 3-1 count. That ball goes low. Leadoff walk here for the Titans.
Thunderbirds definitely looking to load up their bases like in the last inning. Get a few runs.
It's definitely what you look for as a team, trying to get people on base, get the ball moving. It's Caleb Kerr, the third baseman, up to bat here. Looks to bunt, no good though as it goes by. A 1 count. They're looking to move Gullinson from first, trying to get him active on the base path. Pick off attempt, no good. Gullinson slides in there nice and easy. A 1 count as Rojan comes. Sets. Bunt look again, fouled off back. 0-2 count. Now time for Kerr to battle it out himself. Change your approach here at the base, at the plate. Kerr takes that one low. 1-2 count. Gullinson at first. Takes off towards second. That ball fouled off. On the first base side, going to send Gullinson back to first. Good jump there, too.
Absolutely. I mean, sprung off the first base, looking to run to that second base.
Definitely a good attempt. I think he was going to be there pretty easily. But you got to protect the plate, too, if you're the Titans and Kerr here. Count still 1-2. Pickoff attempt, no good. Gullinson sliding in, safe and easy again.
Rojan definitely looking for any opportunity he can to get any base runners out. Keeping a close eye on the Titans.
He heads home with that pitch. Ball 2 as the count goes even, 2-2. Definitely picking off 2 after Gullinson attempted that steal. Want to make sure that you own the bases as a pitcher. It's your base path. So he heads home for this one. Gullinson looking for 2. And that ball's going to be way behind as he slides in nice and easy. A runner now in scoring position here for Kerr. As the count moves to 3-2, full count. Payoff pitch on the way from Rojan. Lost power there for a second, but we had 2 pop outs in the infield. Kurz pop out to first base. Back to the top was Hornberg popping out to third. Counts now 1-1 for Caden Latopoulos. 2 outs. Really quick 2 outs with that power out too. Wasn't a long time, but enough to pull those 2 together. Off-speed pitch goes in for a ball. Strike. They call it strike. 1-2 count for Latopoulos here. And Rojan's got one of those really good off-speed pitches that just doesn't look like it's going to fall in, and then at the end, it's right there. Low pitch, swung on, fouled off.
He has a way to trick the batters with his pitch.
Count stays 1-2. Runner in scoring position at second. Golinson. Latopoulos. That ball goes low. Golinson stays at second. Asher Kendall getting that ball off the backstop real quick. Even count at 2-2. 2 outs. 3-3 game. Low pitch as the count goes full. 3-2. Caden Latopoulos. Battle here with 2 outs. Full count. Payoff pitch by Rojan. Goes low for a ball. Second walk of the day for Latopoulos as he was hit by pitch his first at bat. Brings up Austin Coates for his second at bat of the game. First time up last inning is another walk. As he comes up with 2 outs, 2 runners on. Golinson at second, Latopoulos at first. Pickoff look to second base. No throw attempt though. Rojan comes set as he heads home. Strike outside. Puts Coates at an 0-1 count. Rojan heads home. Gets another strike. Strike 2. 0-2 count. Here for Coates. Pitch on the way. Double steal attempt comes in. Ball hits to short. It's going to be caught, but no attempt as he holds on to the ball. And Golinson scores all the way from second to add 1. As the Titans now take their first lead of the game, up 4-3. Great hit by Coates, and a great play on the other side as well by Mario Loy at short. Finds a way to get there and knock it down.
Thunderbird's definitely getting into their groove, taking a hold of this game.
Yeah, just gave a perfect opportunity there for Golinson to round third and head all the way home. All you really needed was a little pat down, and we know that Thunderbird's very aggressive on the base path, and they show it there.
White balance, so go to the menu.
It was perfect too off of a double steal attempt. They were both going anyway, so it gave him just enough leeway to find his way home. We get a pitcher change.
Check your white balance.
Pitcher just change for Shallow Mountain. Number 1, Alex Forkham, the center fielder. Another power outage there. But good timing for it to happen as we were in between pitches and pitchers as there was a switch at the mound. Number 1, Alex Forkum, now pitching here for Shadow Mountain. Thunderbird done a good job so far this inning. They've had a lot of movement on the base path, a lot of guys getting ball to bat. But the problem we saw is a lot of walks on the Shadow Mountain side. We'll see if Forkum can change that himself. As he gets put in here in the second inning, 2 outs on the bottom. First pitch comes in low, ball 1. Hunter Donathan up to bat. His first at bat being a ground out. Take strike 1. Even count 1-1. 2 outs, bottom of the second. Takes ball 2, 2-1 count. A little bit more speed on the bump here. Forkum. As that ball goes low for ball 1, and both runners on the base path make their way over. Latopoulos to third, Coates to second. 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs, 3-1 count for Donathan here. Low pitch. Latopoulos comes in, steals home himself to add another one for Thunderbird. Heads up base play and base running there. As Latopoulos adds another stolen base to his stat sheet. And Coates as well making his way to third. 5-3 game now here. First and third now as Donathan makes his way to first. Forkum comes set. Donathan goes to second. There is a throw to second, but Coates stays at third. Second and third now. Andrew Cohill, who had a single his first at bat. Swings and misses for strike 2. 0-2 count, 2 outs for Cohill. Fouls that one off. Count stays still at 0-2. Forkum from the stretch, comes set. Pitch comes in low. Coates taking off for home. Sliding on in, and he's going to get in safe. Adding another to the second. 6-3. Titans. Donathan as well found his way to third. Now 2 stolen bases of home today in this inning. 1-2 count. Forkum to Cohill. Strike goes in. Drop third and get him at first. Thunderbird Another even inning, 3 in the first, 3 in the second, as they take the lead 6-3. As we join you guys in the third.
Hi, my name is Zano Cadena with the Varsity Sports Show. This week's topic is rugby, and I'm here to give you the breakdown of the historical and cultural significance of the sport from its origins to now. We all know the funny distinction between football here in the States versus other countries. For us, American football refers to the game of tackling and throwing with your hands. For everyone else, football is exactly how it sounds. You play with, well, your feet. But what if I told you this distinction exists because of American football's predecessor? That's where rugby comes in. Rumored to have started back in 1823, a man named William Webb Ellis decided to pick up a soccer ball and run with it. Before you know it, rugby was born. Back in middle school, my English class had put on the film Invictus, starring Matt Damon and Morgan Freeman. The story follows the events in South Africa leading up to the 1995 World Cup. When I saw the gameplay in this movie, I was baffled at how many things were going on at once. Now that I'm more educated on the sport, I can give a breakdown. Think of rugby as all the tackling, rolling, and game stoppage that American football has, except you've got no helmets or pads. Rugby also has an interesting way of dealing with the ball going out of bounds. The teams will line up and try and catch it high in the air with the help of teammates lifting them up. Another way is for the teams to scrum. Both teams group together pushing against one another in an attempt to retrieve the ball with their feet. As mentioned before, these players have no pads or helmets. That is because once a player is tackled, they have to relinquish that ball immediately. Now, if you've ever been to a sporting event, you usually see the teams high-five each other and say good game. In rugby, it's the same way, except teams will traditionally hang out afterwards. In 1840, the game expanded into where it is now most popular. Starting in Britain, it gained popularity in New Zealand, Australia, and South Africa. New Zealand considers rugby its national sport. Flash forward to 2025, it is now one of the fastest growing sports in America. From Penn State all the way to your own backyard at the University of Arizona, rugby is establishing itself.
We head into the top of the third here. 6-3 game, fouled off 0-1 count. As Shadow Mountain heads to the top of their lineup. Second, Andy Chaplet. Patrick Ramon still pitching here for Thunderbird. After a great second inning, a 1-2-3 inning from him. Off-speed pitch goes in high. Count goes even at 1-1. Shadow Mountain looking to get the guys that got him started early on moving again. Swung on for strike 2. Foul ball. Chaplik had a triple to right field his first at-bat. He's one of the guys that started off that first inning. And one of the guys that could get it going again. Takes ball too high as the count goes even at 2-2. Fouled off by Chaplik. Count stays still at 2-2. Thunderbirds well this last inning, the bottom of the second. All of their runs scored on stolen bases.
Yeah, Thunderbirds have been doing a really good job stealing those bases. I mean, started out down by 3 or 0, and then were able to take the lead.
Good perseverance by Thunderbird to make it back as a grounder goes right through the middle of the field. And a single by Andy Chaplik, his second hit of the game. That may be what Shadow Mountain needs to get something going back again. So we have a runner on first here for the Matadors. And Jack Zahner, who had a double his first at-bat, is back up to plate. Pitch to Zahner, hit deep into left field as he's going back out there. It's going to be caught for out one of the game as Chaplik makes his way back to first. Caught by J. Pete Stewart out there. And a deep fly ball.
Absolutely. I mean, I thought I was going for a home run, to be honest.
Off the bat, it looked gone. But warning track power is what it was.
Shadow Mountain really looking to take a hold of this game again.
Alex Forkham takes ball 1. Forkham swings and lines one out to right field. Will be caught again. 2 outs now for Thunderbird. Off of 2 rips by Shadow Mountain out into deep opposite sides of outfield. We almost saw the same thing out there. Cohill in the first inning was one of the ones that kind of ran up on and it went behind him, but made his way there. Pickoff attempt to first. Chaplik slides in safe. Forkham is first at bat. Leeske is first at bat. Struck out. You get a single to first by Leeske is first at bat. Got a runner on first. As he takes a ball up and high. Trying to fire to first and catch Chaplik lacking. It's Donathan, but he will not get him. 1-1 count, 2 outs. The designated Henry Leeske. Swung on into center field. It's going to be behind Latopoulos as Chaplik makes his way home. No throw as he comes in standing. And Shadow Mountain puts 1 back on the board to cut the lead a little bit. Double there by Gavin Leeske. Breaks the lead down to 2 for Thunderbird. Charez now up. Takes ball 1, 1-0. The runner in scoring position. Struck out looking his first at bat. As he takes that one low for ball 2. Top of this lineup doing very well against Ramon, being able to get the bat to ball and put stuff into play. 2-0 count. Pitch fouled off. 2-1 is what it moves to. Leeske on second. Charez with a 2-1 count. 2 outs. Top of the third. Swung on, fouled off. 2-2 as it goes even.
Ramon really looking to get that last out.
Yeah, and this is what makes good pitchers, finding a way to get out of tough situations. Stay persistent in the mine.
Absolutely. I mean, you saw in their other inning for the second inning, they were able to just get in and out just like that.
And he gets a strikeout there. His 5th of the day. As Shadow Mountain strikes back and gets 1 there, cuts the lead to 2. 4-6 Thunderbird lead as we head down to the bottom of the third.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road. 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat. In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Thunderbird Titans back up to plate at the bottom of the third. As Shadow Mountain got one there at the top. Swung on to second base. He's going to be overthrown as J.P. Stewart gets on. One runner on the off of the air now by J.P. Stewart. Second baseman Andy Chaplick with the overthrow there. As Patrick Ramon gets his way up to bat with no outs. Pickoff attempt will be no good as it goes past. J.P. Stewart standing on second, took a turn towards third. Overthrow there by Forcum. Moves a runner into scoring position here for the Titans. Another ball there. J.P. Stewart taking third, standing up. Runner now on third here for Ramon. One ball. No strikes, no outs. Bottom of the third. Forcum comes set from the stretch. Hits home that ball low for ball two. Two balls, no strikes. As that one goes in for the first strike, 2-1 count here. As Ramon watches that one go by. Ramon grounded out to second his first at bat. Watches that one go by as the count goes 3-1. Hitters count here for Ramon. Forcum's pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Count goes full, 3-2. Chance for Forcum to get a little momentum on the Shadow Mountain side. Payoff pitch on the way. It's going to be low for a walk. First and third. First and third here for the Titans. As Joshua Gullinson finds his way up. He got walked his first at bat. Talking behind the plate, Asher Kindle. Making sure his team knows the situation they're in on this first and third. Oh, count here for Forcum. Pitching has been the issue for Shadow Mountain this season. Forcum needing to find it here. keep his team in this game. Pitch on the way, goes in for a strike. 0-1 count on Golinson. That one's going to be a high infield fly ball on foul territory. And caught by the first baseman, Jack Zahner, for out number 1. Brings up the bottom of the lineup, Caleb Kerr, with 1 out and a runner on third. First and third, J.P. Stewart on third. A lot of speed, the left fielder. Stealing second. The throw down. It's going to be short. We now run on second and third here for Thunderbird. Caleb Kerr. Ground out his first at bat. He's going to hit that one into center field, and it's going deep, but will be caught. Sac fly as J.P. Stewart makes his way in home. And he'll score 1 for Thunderbirds. They add another. Your Thunderbird, that's what you look for. That sac fly brings in 1. Good team player and team aspect by Caleb Kerr there.
Absolutely. That's been kind of the theme the Thunderbirds have been following tonight, stealing those bases, able to get to their score of 7.
Shadow Mountain thinking that they were bringing that lead down a little bit, and Thunderbird getting right on back. Brings up the top of the lineup, Matt Hornberg. Swings and hits that one into right field. Right under it is Evan Charez for out number 3. Thunderbird scoring 1, taking away the one that Shadow Mountain found in the third. As we head into the top of the 4th inning, 4-7 Thunderbird lead.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Arizona Varsity Sports Show. My name is Sebastian Kupas from Arizona State University. Lose to the Mavericks, and the Warriors beat the Grizzlies, so we'll have a 10 versus 8 seed battling it out for the last spot in the Western playoffs. And then we saw the Bulls lose to the Heat, and then the Hawks lose to the Magic. So the Heat and Hawks will be battling it out for that last seed, and the Warriors are expected to win. Obviously, the Warriors have Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Steve Kerr, a lot of championship and playoff experience, and they're definitely ready for big moments like this. And the Rockets, most playoff experienced players are like Fred VanVleet, who won a ring with Toronto against the Warriors, surprisingly. And also Steven Adams, who played a lot of good playoff series, especially against the Warriors. Big viral kick moment from Draymond Green to Steven Adams was pretty big, but it's a different series now and a different sort of era, so we'll see how this goes. The Rockets have a lot of young athletic wings that can definitely keep up with the Warriors' high-paced offense, whether that is against Jimmy Butler or Steph Curry.
Bottom of the lineup here for Shadow Mountain. That ball hit on to second base. Easy routine play there as Mario Loya grounds out. Nice routine play there by Joshua Golinson at second. Ramon heading into the 4th inning as he pitches. 4 runs led up by him so far today. That ball goes in 0-1. 1 out here. Other than that first inning, Ramon has pitched a very good game.
Absolutely. Ramon's been doing amazing so far. Really got into the groove after that first inning.
Ball low. Count goes 1-1. Vince Walden, the left fielder, up to bat. Flew out to left field his first at bat. Swings and misses on that one. 1-2 count. 1 out here for Shadow Mountain. Ramon, pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled off. One thing too, Ramon is, you'll never see him going out of the windup. His pitch the entire game out of the stretch, no matter if there's runner on or not. Does not switch things up. Count stays still at 1-2 for Vince Walden. Ramon's pitch. Off speed is high. As it evens up, 2-2. Fouled off. The count stays still at 2-2. It's truly gotten to be a beautiful night here in Phoenix. 82 degrees. Feels abnormal being this cool.
Absolutely. It's been so hot lately. Sun going down, though. Makes it feel great out here.
Ball goes in low. Count goes full. 3-2. 1 out for Walden. Payoff pitch. Swung on, fouled off back. Count stays 3-2. Walden just battling in this matchup here. 4 foul balls so far by him. Hits that one into shallow right field. Moving in, is going to drop down for a single there for Walden. Leadoff hit there for Shadow Mountain. And it's going to bring up the top. Excuse me, it was Loyola. Loyola single there. This one pops up here for Walden. Second base and will be caught for out number 2. Two outs. Top of the lineup here for Shadow Mountain. O'Connor flew out his first at-bat, his second at-bat. He grounds this one to third. Looking to second. Is going to be out number 3. Ground ball there to Kerr. Over to Gullinson. We'll cut that inning scoreless for Shadow Mountain as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning in the Thunderbird Titans.
Hello, everybody. My name is Raymond Moreno from the Varsity Sports Show, reporting from the University of Arizona. And today, I'll be talking about a little bit of the Arizona men's basketball top recruits and the projected starting lineup for next year's roster. Recent additions of top 25 high school recruits, Brandon Barries and Koa Peets, were in the ESPN 100. Both of them were top 15. Projected starting lineup for the University of Arizona, starting at point guard Jalen Bradley, who's expected back for his senior season, who's averaged 12.1 points per game last season. The true freshman shooting guard Brandon Barries, at 6'4", 200 pounds, who averaged 27.2 points the last 2 seasons for Roosevelt High School in Southern California, and is projected to be a first-round pick in next year's NBA draft. True freshman forward Koa Peet, who turned 18 in January, is 6'8", 235 pounds, and led Perry High School to its 4th consecutive Arizona State championship, scoring 20 points in the championship game. Forward Toby Awaka is expected back for his senior season, who is 6'8" and 250 pounds, who averaged 8 points and 7.8 rebounds in just 19.5 minutes per game, who was regarded as one of the best offensive rebounders in the country. And after missing most of the 2024-2025 season with a foot injury, center Montugas Krivas expected to be back in Tucson for his junior season, who is 7'2" from Lithuania, is a gifted passer and will command attention on the low block and open the offense even more for Arizona next season.
Bottom of the fourth, Caden Latopoulos up to bat as he takes ball one. 1-0 count here. Thunderbird with a 3-run lead, 4-7. Latopoulos hit by pitch his first at bat, walked his second. Hasn't had an opportunity to hit today. As he takes ball two. They might just be afraid to throw to him.
Absolutely. I can see him. He's itching to get a hit.
2-0 count for Latopoulos. Ball 3-3-0. Forkham needing to battle back here. Take strike one, 1-3 count, 3-1 count. Latopoulos takes ball four. Third walk of the day for him. Bringing up Austin Coates with a runner at first. Coates walked his first at bat. Single his second at bat. Thunderbird looks to add more to their lead. On this senior night. Forkham heads home. Ball one for Coates. Latopoulos, a scary runner, stole home earlier this game. Few stolen bases on the day already. Ball two, Latopoulos takes second. Right off the backstop. Asher Kindle not able to get in front of that one. 2-0 count, no outs. Runner in scoring position here for Coates. Takes strike one. The count moves to 2-1. Coates is going to take that one high. But it evens the count, called strike 2-2. Ball very high, moves to 3-2. The count moves full. Protection on both sides here now. Payoff pitch from Folcom on the way. Will be high for ball through four. As Latopoulos takes third himself. First and third now for Thunderbird. No outs.
Forkham's really got to keep it more consistent with the pitches in order to get some more score on the board for Shadow Mountain.
Yeah, 2 straight walks there by Forkham. And they're going to take the ball out of his hands now and move on to someone else. He's just not getting the job done as they would hope. Number 12, Andy Chaplick, now on the mound for Shadow Mountain. Number 23, Michael Collins, moves to second, the freshman.
Chaplick starting to warm up. He has a ERA of 12.75.
Folcom finds his way out to the outfield, moving to left. and we will see you guys after the pitcher break.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat.
We find our way back here in the bottom of the fourth. No outs. Thunderbird with first and third. 3 hits on the day for the Titans and 6 for Shadow Mountain. So Shadow Mountain really, like the stats we saw before, the record doesn't account for how well they hit. Just a lot of mistakes on the field is going to cost them, and the aggressiveness on the base path by Thunderbird would have put them with such a lead in this game. Chaplick, his first pitch is going to be to short. Looking to turn 2. Not going to get him at first. Will get him at second. 1 out and 1 run scores. Bring us Andrew Cohill with a runner on first. Titans up 4. Chaplick with 1 out. Pitch will go low for ball 1. Pick off attempts. No good. They're just trying to keep Donathan the shallow lead here. Donathan takes second, fouled off. Send him back to first. 1-1 count. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Pick off attempts. Donathan barely even off the bag. Chaplick heading home. Donathan looking to take second. There's going to be a play at second, but a little late as Donathan slides in and safe. Ball there sets it to a 2-1 count for Chaplick. Hit and caught by second. Looking to make a double play there. Action at the bag at second, but will not get Donathan as he slides back safe. Cohill lines out for the second out of the inning. Bringing up J.P. Stewart, the left fielder. Struck out his first at bat. Single is second. Runner on second. An opportunity to add more. Fouled off. The first base side. 0-1 count. Donathan takes third. No throw. As he makes his way over. Little stumble at the end, but no throw. 0-1 count. 1-1 count. 2 outs for J.P. Stewart. Runner on third. Swung on and fouled off back. 1-2 count. One-two count. Andy Chaplick looking to find a way out of this inning. Keep the lead at 4. Pitch comes in high. Even count at 2-2. And with 3 more innings in regulation, Shadow Mountain needing something. That ball's going to be chopped in the center of the field and go right on the outfield as they score 1. Donathan making his way in. J.P. Stewart with the single. Brings up pitcher Patrick Ramon. And that was the first base hit since the first inning. All runs scored after then have been walks, hit by pitch, stolen bases, errors. 1-0 count. Watched for strike 1. 1-1 count for Ramon. Walked his last at bat. J.P. Stewart looking to take second. That ball's going to be hit on the first base line off the glove of the first baseman and tumbled around first and third. Single there for Ramon. Really tough play there. Pinch runner in for Ramon. Now another first and third as J.P. Stewart was looking to steal there and makes his way all the way to third. 2 outs. Joshua Goulinson, the second baseman. Walk his first at bat. Ground out his second at bat. No throw to second. Throw back to third, and Stewart's there standing. Second and third now for Goulinson. 2 runners in scoring position. That ball goes low for ball 2. 2-0 count, 2 outs. That pitch goes in, fouled straight up on the first base side, and it's going to go right on the top of the net. No play able to happen there. First baseman Jack Zahner was underneath it. Maybe if that net wasn't there, had an opportunity for that third out.
Absolutely, the net has kind of been iffy on and off so far this game.
Goulinson with the 2-1 count. Swung on. Missed there. Moves the count even 2-2. Stewart on third. The very aggressive lead. Swung on. Foul on the third base side. Count stays even at 2-2. Pitch to Goulinson. It's up and high as the count moves full. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Finishes the inning with just a little bit of damage done. 2 left in scoring position. A 9-4 lead for Thunderbird as we head to the top of the 5th.
Drives inside, loses the ball.
From Vince, I don't know how he does it. Everything that he's doing with so many different schools, all the equipment that he has, just everything that he's put together really all by himself. I have so much respect for everything that he's set up, and giving us the opportunity to do this has been great. And because if I didn't do this, not sure how I would really get into this field. So for Vince, just the amount of respect I have for what he does and how he was able to set everything up has been amazing.
Going the extra mile like he does, I mean, sometimes, I think that's important to do, going the extra mile with stuff, and try, even though this is, not ESPN or one of these bigger companies, kind of to have that mindset when it comes to a broadcast. We're trying to, just knowing on this level that the expectation is being a professional and acting like it. And, there's obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but, just the importance of, doing your best work, and that, you could always be better.
We started with, here in Arizona at least, we started with probably testing out a live stream with 5 football games in 2019. 2020.
Top of the 5th inning here for Thunderbird and Shadow Mountain. 9-4 lead for the Titans. Swung on and right down the middle of the field for Shadow Mountain as that one goes by for Andy Chaplick, his 3rd hit of the day and 2nd single. Tripled his first at bat, singled his 2nd, and another single there. Great day behind the plate for Chaplick. And this top of the lineup is just, again, we saw they're 2 rounds through now. They're heading on their 3rd. They hit Ramon very well.
Absolutely. I mean, doing great so far.
Pick-off attempt to try to get Chaplick from Ramon, no good.
Ramon also doing just a great job at keeping the runners on the bases, not letting anyone through.
Jack Sonner rips that one into left field. Another single there for Shadow Mountain. And a great hit. 2 straight hits for Shadow Mountain. So we have a meeting on the mound now. It might be time, as we get here in this 5th inning, that they will pull Ramon after a good start. A good time. Checking up on him. Seeing if he feels healthy and confident enough to keep going. Thunderbird coach's birthday today. Is seeing the dugout yesterday. It's Thunderbird coach's birthday. The dugout, they had a little banner pulled up for him. Happy birthday, coach. Ramon stays in 1st and 2nd. As Alex Forkham up to hit. Forkham struck out looking his first at bat. Flied out to right field. His 2nd. Runner on 1st and 2nd now with no outs. Might be 0-2 on the day, but doesn't matter if you can make something happen here and get your team closer. Ramon coming set from the stretch. 0-0 count. Off-speed pitch will go in low for ball 1. Forkin swung on a high pitch. Missed it. 1-1 count. It goes even here. Off speed. Called strike. 1-2 count. Ramon's off speed just dropping in on that top half. Fastball in. Low and evens the count. 2-2. Forkum with a lot of power. Can do damage. Takes the off-speed pitch outside as the count goes full. 3-2. And you saw Forkum really wanted that one. He was reaching, ready to go. Counts full. Payoff pitch. Swung on by Forkum off the first-hand side. Is going to be fair and going to be rolling. All Shadow Mountains players are rounding. Standing up double there for Forkum. Standing on third is Zahner, and scoring was Chaplik. As Shadow Ridge gets one there. But the score 5-9 Thunderbird. First hit on the day there for Forkum. Single, single, double from Shadow Ridge there. Will send Ramon out of the game. Great game by Ramon, though. Three strikeouts on the day for Ramon. Number 7, Matt Hornberg. Now on the mound here for the Titans. As Ramon moved to second.
Outfield players taking a seat, waiting for the game to resume.
Up 4, they're feeling comfortable. Don't feel too comfortable, though. 2 runners in scoring position here, Shadow Ridge. But a great senior night so far.
Absolutely. Seniors should be very proud about how they've been playing so far in this game, despite how the game started. They were able to overcome that and take the lead now.
Yeah, after a 3-0 deficit to start the game, it's easy to get down on yourself and really get in your head early on. I think that's the big mental game of baseball, is to figure out if you can battle back and not worry about what happened and move on. The biggest thing is being able to forget.
Absolutely, and that's what Thunderbird did tonight.
It's something they've done all season, too. You talk about the seniors being very proud of the game today. They should be proud of the season they've played. 15-9, 8-1 divisional. They have played a great season, and they're looking to playoffs now, too. They're looking to keep momentum going and make a run for something. Number 7, Matt Hornberg, was a shortstop. Coates will now move to short. Ramon goes to second. And Hornberg all warmed up and ready to pitch as DH of the Shadow Mountain Matadors. Gavin Leeske makes his way up to bat. Leeske had a single and a double his first 2 at-bats. 2 for 2 on the day. 2 runners in scoring position. Zahner on third, Forkum on second. First pitch comes in, ball 1. Pitch high from Hornberg for ball 2. There's a lot of change in velocity here, too. You go from Ramon, who's sitting a little lower in speed, depends on a lot of his off-speed pitches, to Hornberg, who's throwing straight gas. The strike one goes in. 2-1 count. Leeske has had a good day so far at the plate. Has a chance to keep his momentum on the day going. Momentum could be real high if he gets something here. Swung on. Fair on the first base side. Going to be stepped on, but will score one. As Shadow Mountain finds another on the boards. 2 in the inning so far, now down 3. And it's not something special there, but it's going to score one. That's all it takes sometimes. Chipping off runs on the board. That's what Shadow Mountain is doing.
Absolutely. I mean, you're just saying momentum, getting just one run. They were able to do that. Let's see how their momentum changes for the rest of this game.
Brings up Evan Charez, the right fielder, who has 2 strikeouts on the day. 0-1 count. Takes the ball low, 1-1. We talked about it earlier with Forkham. Forkham was 0 for 2 on the day. Had a big double as he sits on third right now. Charez, a chance to do it as well. Takes ball 2 low, 2-1 count. Swung on, foul on the third base side. 2-2 count, it's even. 1 out, runner on third.
You got it, bud. Have some fun.
Hornberg's pitch on the way. High for ball 3 as the count goes full. 3-2 count, 1 out for Charez. That ball goes in for strike 3. Charez's 3rd strikeout of the day. 2 looking, 1 swinging.
Nice pitch. Here we go.
2 outs now for Thunderbird. As the current center fielder Ryan Rojan comes up, he started the game pitching. Moved to the outfield. He's got 2 flyouts so far, 1 to center field, 1 to third base. So you watch strike 1. Another high. Even 1-1 count. 2 outs. Top of the 5th. Warrenberg's pitch. Off speed goes in. For strike 2. Something we haven't seen from Hornberg lately. We've seen a lot of speed. Drop that off speed in. Another one there. It's going to be called outside. As the count goes even, 2-2. Real close pitch, probably around the corners there. 2-2 pitch. Off speed, another one outside. The count now full, 3-2 on Rojan. Runner on third. Forkham getting bored over there. Pitch goes in inside for the walk. Move the runners. First and third. 2 outs. Brings up Mario Loya. Struck out his first at bat, singled his last. 1 for 2 on the day. As he finds his way in here at the top of the 5th. Pickoff attempt to first, no good. Hornberg, you could tell, is that he's got the shortstop feet and athleticism. He moves real quick. So that ball goes in the outside for ball 1. First and third, 1-0 count. Back all down low, 2-0 count. 2-0 count, 2 strikes here for Loya. First and third opportunity to put more on the board. Takes that ball inside, 3-0 count now. With 2 outs. He started the hitting streak last with his single. And now his walk loads up the bases. Loaded bases. Top of the 5th, 2 outs. Bottom of the lineup, Vince Walden, the left fielder. Flew out to left, his first at bat, grounded out to second. His second at bat. Opportunity to be a hero here for Shadow Mountain. Takes strike 1. A 1 count here. Takes another low. 1-1 count. Even count now here. Fouled off. Through the hole in the netting. 1-2 count.
Almost hitting a car.
Yeah.
Driving by.
Pitchers count here if you're Hornberg. Incoming. That ball's grounded to third. It's going to be bobbled, but tagged out. We'll get it done at third. Getting out of the inning off of loaded bases and 2 outs is Thunderbird. As Shadow Mountain shortens their deficit. 6-9 game as we head to the bottom of the 5th here. Thunderbird up to bat, bottom of their lineup.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat.
Bottom of the 5th here, Thunderbird and Shadow Mountain. Thunderbird with a 9-6 lead. As we're at the bottom of the lineup, Caleb Kerr swinging at the first pitch. Strike 1. Chaplik now pitching. Shadow Mountain coming off of an inning leaving every base stranded. Great outing there out by Thunderbird to get out of it. Make their way back up to bat. 1-1 count here for Kerr. Pitch goes in. Is going to be just up and grabbed at the shortstop. Beautiful play there by Loya.
Hey, good rip.
Dun-na-na-na-na-na. ESPN-esque play there. Put that on the highlight tape. 1 out here for Shadow Mountain. Ball goes in. Ball 1 outside. He's right at the top of the lineup, Matt Hornberg, the shortstop. Singled his first at bat. Popped up to third and into right field. His second and third. Ball high for 2. 2-0 count. Shaplick's pitch. It's going to be lined. Another one there, third. Nice play on the side by Eli O'Connor. And that'll be 2 up, 2 down here for Shadow Mountain. Shaplick making it quick right now on the mound. After a lot of momentum moving through the top of the 5th, scoring 2. Disappointing end to that inning as they left 3 stranded. Looking to keep morality high here and get out of this 5th inning quick. As Thunderbird has scored every single inning so far, put something on the board. 1-0 count. In for strike 1 on Latopoulos. Ball goes in for ball 2 high. 2-1 count. Latopoulos has gotten on base 3 times today. None from a hit. Hit by pitch, walk, walk. That ball goes in for strike 2. First chance now. Let's see if Chaplick can end this Latopoulos walk streak. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Struck it out for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Shadow Mountain Matadors. It's a 6-9 game. Comes in here in the bottom of the lineup. Shadow Mountain going into the 6th.
This is Brady Hanson from Arizona State University with the Varsity Sports Show, and if you're like me, you've probably heard of these new torpedo bats taking the MLB by storm. So let's break down what these torpedo bats actually are. To demonstrate what the torpedo bat does, I've brought a normal barreled bat. And as you can see here, the normal barreled bat usually has the thickest part of the wood at the end of the bat. What the torpedo bat does is that it moves the thickest part of the barrel to wherever the hitter hits it most often. So when they do hit that spot on the bat, the ball's going to have a higher exit velocity, which increases their probability of getting a hit. So what kind of results have the torpedo bats been yielding so far this season? Well, these bats first came into the light when the Yankees put up 20 runs on 9 homers against the Brewers on March 29th. You know, that's nothing too impressive. Jazz Chisholm has been one of the most improved Yankees with the torpedo bat so far, as he's already boasting a .313 batting average with 3 homers only 4 games into this season. Another player who's seen better results with the torpedo bat this season is Adley Rutschman. The Orioles' backstop struggled at the plate last year with only a .709 OPS, his worst offensive season to date. But now with the torpedo bat, he's off to a hot start with 2 home runs, both coming on opening day, and a .967 OPS in 5 games played so far. The league has deemed these bats as legal, and with that decision being made, I expect a lot of teams to jump aboard this trend for the rest of the year. For Varsity Sports, this has been Brady Hanson.
Top of the 6th here for Thunderbird. This pitch goes in for strike 1. Top of the lineup, Eli O'Connor. The third baseman walked, flied out to center. Takes that ball inside. 1-1 count.
Let's go defense.
Shadow Mountain hitting a lot better than Thunderbird today. That ball goes outside 2-1. Just not being able to do it defensively. It's been a lot of errors, pitching issues. They've kept them out of this game. They're not completely out of it. Strike 2 fouled off the bat. 2-2 count. Down 3. 2 regular innings to go. Warnberg, 2-2 pitch on the way. Will be low for ball 3 as the count goes full. 3-2 count for Eli O'Connor. Pitch goes in, grounded. The third base side going foul. Third base getting a lot of action today. In a heavy hot corner. Both corners being hot. First getting action today as well. 3-2 pitch come in. Into left field, center field gap. Latopoulos diving and grabs it himself. Talk about ESPN plays have been making. End of last inning, a grab by shortstop. And Latopoulos here, look at this replay. Latopoulos just laying out to get that. And we've seen it before. Latopoulos covers a lot of ground out in center. And he covers it there to get the first out of the game. First out of the inning. 1 out. Ball goes in. 1-0 count here. Randy Chaplick. Swung at that one. 1-1 count as it goes even. Chaplick 3 for 3 on the day. Triple, single, single. Warnberg's pitch. High and outside. The count moves to 2-1. Two one pitch. Swung on. Left field is going to drop as Chaplick looks to second and turns on second, but holds. JP Stewart not able to get to that one. Too close to that foul line. And it'll be a stand-up double for Andy Chaplick. 4 for 4 today. 10 hits now total for Shadow Mountain. So you see they've hit well. They've done well today. They've got the bat to the ball pretty handily.
Absolutely. I mean, the hits that they have been getting go down the field. Can't deny that.
A low count, bringing up Zahner. Watches the first one go by, strike 1. Zahner's had a double, lined out to left, and then a single. 2 for 3 on the day. It's the hot part of their lineup. Swings on that one and fouls it off. That high pitch, straight back. 0-2 count. And this is where, as a pitcher, you're able to mess around a little bit and put the ball in some places that Zahner can't get to. Try to see if he'll chase one. Pitch on the way is low, and he did chase it. Drop third strike is going to go to first, and they'll get the outs. Second out of the inning. Forcum finds his way up. A double his last at bat, which scored 1. 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 Part of that 2-run inning. See if he can do it again here against Hornburg. Watch that one go by for ball 1. 1-0 count. Chaplick still on second. Scoring position. Swung on, tipped and caught. For strike 2. Strike 1, it's a 1-1 count. It's even. Hornburg's pitch. In for a strike. Count moves to 1-2. Another opportunity for Hornburg. See if he can get Forkham to reach something that's not his pitch. Off speed's going to fall low and away. Count evens up 2-2. Good spot for that pitch to be on a 1-2 count. Hornburg set. 2-2, 2 outs. That ball goes low as the count goes full. Donathan was just sitting on it. If that was the Titans on the base path, he'd be at third right now. Three 2 pitch. In for a strike 3. In for strike 3 as Hornburg runs his way off the court, off the field. No runs scored. Runner left in scoring position, stranded on the field as we head to the bottom of the 6th. 9-6 lead for Thunderbird.
I'm Liz Landon, a sophomore at the University of Florida with Varsity Sports Show. Gainesville is on fire. After 18 long years, the Florida Gators have clinched the NCAA National Championship, and the city is absolutely buzzing. The last time we felt this euphoria was back in 2006 and 2007 when the Gators went back-to-back. Now the chant is back, Gator boys stay hot, and things are definitely exciting. Under Coach Todd Golden, the Gators have a season to remember. With a 36-4 record, they took down giants like number 1 Auburn and Tennessee. Walter Clayton Jr., who once had offers to play college football, chose basketball and became our hero. His clutch plays, especially in the Final Four, earned him the Most Outstanding Player award. The passion in Gainesville was palpable. Fans camped outside the O'Connell Center during the regular season and later outside local eateries, eager to secure spots to witness history unfold on the screens. When the final buzzer sounded, tears flowed and University Avenue transformed into a sea of orange and blue. The Gator boys weren't just champions, they were legends. The celebration wasn't confined to Gainesville. From Boston to Miami, Gator alumni and bands gathered, united by pride and nostalgia. Even the Empire State Building paid homage, illuminating New York skyline in Gator colors, a testament to the team's nationwide impact. On campus, the players became instant celebrities. Their appearances at local spots like Cantina drew crowds, turning ordinary outings into fan-frenzied events. The Gator boys have become the heart and soul of Gainesville. As the season concludes, the team faces transitions. Key players Will Richard, Walter Clayton Jr., Elijah Martin, and Alex Condon are expected to depart, leaving behind a legacy of excellence. Yet hope remains. Thomas Houck is expected to return, along with Sam Alexis and some of the other players who didn't get as much playing time this season. From Gainesville streets to global landmarks, the Gator boys have reignited a flame of pride and unity. Their journey reminds us all, once the Gator boys get hot, they stay hot.
Bottom of the 6th, Austin Coates up to bat. Swung on and drove on the third base side, but will go foul. First strike as the count moves, 0-1. Coates with a walk, single walk. The walks being the main component of Shadow Mountain's runs on the board here. They've given up. The Chaplick looking to do it. Only 5 hits total. Only 5 hits total by Thunderbird today. But 9 runs accounted for. 2-1 count. Ball outside as it moves to 3-1. Hitters count to be in. Chaplik's pitch on the way is going to be high and another walk. The issue that we've been repeatedly bringing up. And now Coates moves to first. Runner on first now. For Hunter Donathan, who I think Donathan has had a runner on base every single at-bat. Coach took that pitch to the ribs. Went over, stays at first. It's been 8 walks. 8 total walks by Shadow Mountain. 8 walks, 5 hits. And a lot of impressive base running by Thunderbird. 1-0 count. Coates on first. Ball goes down and low. But grabbed by Kendall there. Good stop to keep Coates at first. Count goes 2-0. Swung on by Donovan. He fouled right back off, 2-1. For that pitch was 5 straight balls in a row. Two 2-1 count. Here to Donovan. Coach takes off to second. Ball goes back to the backstop, so he'll be up there standing. No play. No throwdown. A 3-1 count now, runner in scoring position with Coates on second. Donathan without a hit today. But that one's going to fall in left field. It's going to be a first of the day. Coates is going to round third and look for home. Ball's going to go into third, not even looking. Donathan finds his way to second standing up. And Thunderbird scores 1. Extend their lead, 10-6 now.
Thunderbird's really just sealing the deal here towards the end of this game.
Yeah, they're putting in those insurance runs.
100%.
Making sure that they can put this game out of reach, and that's kind of what they're doing right now. Another runner in scoring position is Donathan. Stands on second. Andrew Cohill up to bat. As he takes ball 1 inside and low. Donathan takes third, and he will be sliding on in. Looks up. Is going to go home. Throw at the plate. Is going to be late, and Donathan will make it in. Stealing third and then taking home on the overthrow. Another run there, adding more insurance. 11-6 now, Thunderbird. Andrew Cohill now up, free with nobody on. He's got a 1-0 count. Cohill has had a single strikeout. A ground out to second. That ball will go low for ball 2. Still no outs here. Thunderbirds put up 2 already this inning. Pitch in and fouled up. 2-1 count. as Chaplik comes set. Pitch will go high, 3-1 now. Cohill swings and fouls that one off. Moves the count full, 3-2, no outs. 5-run lead for the Titans. Cohill, first Chaplik right here, this pitch. Outside and high, ball 4. Puts Chaplik on first with the walk. Cohill now, standing still on first. J.P. Stewart up to bat. Stewart struck out his first at bat, but his last 2 have both been singles. Leaves that one high for ball 1. Cohill on first. Secondary lead. Leaves that one outside, ball 2. Called strike on the corner. 1-1 count, late call. But the count goes even, 1-1. Cohill looks for second, but Stewart's pitch goes foul. Send Cohill back to first. Just a little conditioning, running back and forth there for Cohill. One-two count. No outs. Stewart swings on that. It goes towards second base side. Right pass into right field. Cohill looking for third. Stewart sitting. And Cohill's up easy at third. First and third now for the Titans. Off the single from J.P. Stewart. J.P. now 3 straight singles out of him. 3 for 4 on the day. Brings up who is starting pitcher, Joshua Golinson. Golinson no hit on the day. Walked, flew out to first, and then struck out his third at bat. First and third. Ball goes inside for 1. 1-0 count. No outs. Stewart takes a look at second. Throw down. It's going to be shallow, and that one's going to fall back. Cohill is going to make his way in, standing. Scoring another for Thunderbird, and Stewart moving over third himself. Just extending that Thunderbird lead even more. Doubled the score of Shadow Mountain. Runner on third here. For Ramon. That ball off the backstop. Stewart not going. Shallow backstop makes it tough. We've only seen it done a couple times today. Topless being one of them. 3-0 count here for Ramon. After singles last at bat. Ball will go high for ball 4. His second walk of the day. Now first and third. 10 total walks that Shadow Mountain has given up today, which has been a testament to The runs that are on the board there, 12 runs. His right fielder, Ryan Charez comes in to pitch. Switch up here. And as Charez warms up and gets himself ready with no outs and a 6-run deficit, a runner on first and third, we will see you guys once he's warm.
Drives inside, loses the ball.
From Vince, I don't know how he does it. Everything that he's doing with so many different schools, all the equipment that he has, just everything that he's put together really all by himself. I have so much respect for everything that he's set up, and giving us the opportunity to do this has been great. And because if I didn't do this, not sure how I would really get into this field. So for Vince, just the amount of respect I have for what he does and how he was able to set everything up has been amazing.
Going the extra mile like he does, I mean, sometimes, I think that's important to do, going the extra mile with stuff, and try, even though this is, not ESPN or one of these bigger companies, kind of to have that mindset when it comes to a broadcast. We're trying to, just knowing on this level that the expectation is being a professional and acting like it. And, there's obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but, just the importance of, doing your best work, and that, you could always be better.
We started with, here in Arizona at least, we started with probably testing out a live stream with 5 football games in 2019. 2020, which was ultimately was the start of the pandemic, we grew and we added probably close to 30 games that year. 2021, we doubled to 60. 2022, we did 100. This year, we're on track to do 130. It means everything to me. It's not just about me. It's about the students that we showcase, both in front of and behind the microphone. It's not about just broadcasting games, but it's about providing a platform to our student interns to give them an opportunity to grow.
Back in the bottom of the 6th, no outs as Joshua Gullinson comes up. No hits on the day so far for Gullinson. Number 22, Evan Charez, the new pitcher. His first pitch comes in for a strike, first and third for Thunderbird. Stewart on third, Ramon on first. 0-1 count to Gullinson, and he hits him. And it's going to load the bases for Thunderbird.
Right in the ribs, that's gotta hurt.
Gullinson makes his way to first off that one. Bases loaded, no outs. This continues to show the issue of pitching on Shadow Mountain. With a 6-run lead, Caleb Kerr now up to bat, no outs. And bases loaded. Infield playing in. Ball going low for ball 1. 1-0 count.
Got this, Caleb.
Infield shallow as Charez. Pitches 1-0, up high, now 2-0. Kerr struck out his first at bat, sac fly his second.
Hey, good cut, good cut. Got this one. Hey, no, get on top. Let's go, Wood. Yeah.
Line drive to shortstop last inning, a couple innings ago, which is the one that was just grabbed. Gonna take that ball. 3-1 count. Caleb Kerr's count here.
really wanting to get a hit today.
Last one had the ability to go through. Just a great play by shortstop that got it snagged on out there and stole that hit from him. Swing and a miss there as the count goes full.
You got this, Caleb.
3-2 count.
Go, Terminator. You got this.
Chavez comes set for the payoff pitch. Inside for ball 4. Is going to score one with another walk. Bases loaded. Still with a 7-run lead here for Titans. Back to the top of the lineup, Matt Hornberg. Up to bat. 1 hit on the day so far for him. Takes that one high for ball 1. Fouled off.
Right into the street. I'm surprised no cars have been hit yet.
There's
That's
been
like the 4th ball.
There's been a couple that have been just inching for cars over here. Now it goes even 1-1. No outs. Bases loaded. Top of the lineup. Matt Hornberg. Swings on that one. Takes strike 2. 1-2 count. Infield still playing in. Shara's pitch. Outside. Even count 2-2. Drived out into left field. Going to be grabbed. One going in. And another scoring 2 is that hit from Hornberg. Extending the lead even further to 9. This game might not even get into the last inning. No outs. Single there from Hornberg.
Big run on second.
One more run. And it's called mercy rule here. We won't even get to the 7th inning on senior day. No outs. Caden Latopoulos up to bat. Fouls that one straight back.
Coach Jacobs on the edge of his seat on the 3rd base.
Caleb Kerr on second. Being the game-ending run. Latopoulos without a hit today. 3 walks and 1 strikeout. After such a great season by him, this could be the cap off on senior day. To do a mercy rule walk-off. Swung on. Straight to short. First out of the inning. Line out there. Still only 1 out. Runner on first and second. Kerr on second being the winning run. To be set. Mercy rule. And now Austin Coates. Up to bat. Coates having the best batting average on the team this year. If you want anybody up at this time, he's the guy. Double steal. No throw. And now Coates in prime position with runners both in scoring position. A ground ball to the right side of the field ends it. Ground ball, sac fly, hit. A lot of options in this game. Austin Coates watches that one outside. 2-0 count here. Coates has been walked 3 times this game, has 1 single. Charez comes set. He's going to hit the upper half of the strike zone for strike 1. 2-1 count here, 1 out. Mercy rule runner on third. Coates is swinging hard on that one and just going to miss it. Evens the count at 2-2. Coach looking for that big hack right now. Two-two pitch on the way. Swinging on the right side. It's going to go right under the second baseman. It is going to score Caleb Kerr. Walk-off single underneath the legs of the second baseman is going to end it as Thunderbird takes the win on senior night. 16-6. Evening up the hits almost. 9 hits on the day. 10 is what Shadow Mountain ended with in the bottom of the 6th. Not even making it to the 7th. Talk about a senior night. McKenna, what can you say for that?
Great game. I mean, at this last half of this inning, what an amazing time that Thunderbird had. I mean, going from what, 9 to 16, 10 to 16?
Yeah, big 6th inning. Big
Absolutely. Thunderbird should be very proud of themselves tonight.
And there's not another way that you really want to go out of senior night. A mercy rule win is exactly what is going to happen. Congratulations to all the seniors that played today. Caleb Kerr, Adam Guthier, Joshua Gullinson, Caden Latopoulos, Alex Meza, Matt Hornberg, Andrew Cohill, Austin Coates, and Patrick Ramon. A great game. 16-6 win by Thunderbird Baseball, extending their record to 16-9. 9-1 in region play. We thank you guys for joining us on the Varsity Network. I'm Marshall Brown alongside McKenna Kellums. We hope you guys have a great rest of your night.